Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it's time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. And today we're all about the daytime TV, and we're talking about General Hospital, just like we would on any other normal Sunday. Can you tell I'm really thrilled that I actually got caught up? So, first of all, I've got to give ABC credit, ABC and CBS. I give them both credit because they had full weeks of soaps. Now, granted, maybe you might not have gotten to see them, or maybe you had to watch them online, but there is 5 days worth of soaps on the app. Now, there's not 5 days worth of soap on the NBC app, there's 3 days, which is really upsetting, but not surprising. Okay, so General Hospital. General Hospital okay, where should I begin? Because there wasn't really any one specific story that stood out as being the story of the week. You know how some stories you're like, okay, this is gonna take up a lot of time. It's gonna be a little bit, um, uh, I God, my brain is not working correctly. Anyway, it'll take up a lot of time, right? So you figured, yeah, this is probably the story of the week. And some shows it's real obvious which one is the story of the week and which one isn't, but it's important and all that other stuff. But this week General Hospital kind of spread the wealth. Let's put that against all their stories this week. So on the one hand, let's say Hayden and Finn, let's take them. Hayden decided to babysit for Elizabeth and for Laura. Oh, well, let's talk about Spencer first. Spencer Cassadine comes home, and he is very precocious. And Laura basically is sort of convinced into letting him stay at home, but not really. She needs some more convincing. So they said that they would talk about it, though, because she does miss having him around. So fast forward to then Spencer runs into Hayden at the hospital. And while he was going to sit outside a boardroom meeting and wait for the board, instead, Hayden says, he's my stepson, I'll take him, it's fine. So then she also offers to Elizabeth, and I'll take my nephew Cameron also. So they agreed, but it wasn't long before those two children had hoodwinked her and they were having a food fight. And they got it all over her, they got it all over each other, they got it all over the pier, or wherever the hell they are, the perks, And Laura showed up in the nick of time because she called Hayden. And Hayden was like, I'm pregnant, I'm going to be a horrible mother. Which, it was funny because someone that's hormonal, that's exactly the kind of response that you would expect. So it didn't go by Laura. It didn't pass by her at all. She was like, congratulations. And she's like, I don't know what you're congratulating me for. So she was like, you're going to be a great mom, They don't pop out like this. When they come to this age, you've had 12 years to actually know how to keep them in line. So trust and believe. It's like if she was playing like Super Mario Brothers, you don't start on level 375, you start on level 1. And then you go to level 2, right? That's how it is when you birth your own children. You start at level 1, and then you get to where, level 375, where they are, right? So that was cool, except, again, so then we saw that Finn still was not passing his drug test, and now they know it's Obrecht. They know it's Obrecht. They don't know if she acted alone or if she had Brad help her, and if she did or if she didn't, she's such an obvious choice that no one is looking in her direction. So now they have to figure out how it is they're going to bust Obrecht. Let's see. Okay, so then there's also issues with Ava Jerome and her. She was in this fire last week. She was pissed off at Sonny and Carly, and they were pissed off at her. They were ready to, they weren't going to kill her, but they were going to have her turn herself in. And she set this fire that ended up burning herself, and she ended up burned over 50% of her body. So she's in the hospital, and she decided that she told Sunny, kill me. Just kill me now, please. And he's like, I'm not going to kill you because I want you to suffer. I want your children to watch you spiral out of control here in the hospital the way that you had us watch Morgan spiral out of control. I mean, it was a really good and intense scene between Sunny and Ava. And then this ghost Ava or whatever was like, he doesn't love you. So Ava shows up and is talking to Ava. I know it's kind of difficult to explain, but she's like, Kiki doesn't love you. Just let go. Just go to the dark side and go, just go. Go into the light, Carol Ann. So she ends up flatlining. But then Kiki shows up and she's like, I never wanted my mom to die, blah, blah, blah. So she goes into the room and all of a sudden her heart starts beating again. So Kiki is just begging her mother to come back to life and to fight. So we'll be interested to see how that plays out. Because Sunny and Carly have actually been very good to Kiki since they found out about her mom. And because, but she is the reason why her mom did that, even though, it wasn't that necessary. She still feels guilty about it. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so then there's this whole Valentine, Charlotte, Nina, Lulu, all this mess, right? So it came out, so at the nurses' ball ended last week, and we saw that Valentine got shot, and the reason why he got shot was because he was trying to rescue Nina, who had been held for hostage for the Chimera. And he ended up getting shot, but the other guys got arrested, or they got away or something, but he ended up checking himself out of the hospital, grabbing Charlotte, and running to Niagara Falls. And Lulu, because she's a good mother, had put in the phone app. She put on Charlotte's phone that is not allowed to make is not allowed to take incoming calls. She's only allowed to make outgoing calls. But she put the Find the Phone app on there. And so she asked Charlotte where she was. She says, well, we're on vacation. And they weren't able to get a good read on the phone. So what they ended up doing is going to Nina. And Nina's like, well, we did say, because she's not with them. And she's like, we did say we always wanted to go to Niagara Falls on vacation. So she just kind of pointed them in the general area, and then they found Charlotte. Charlotte went back to Lulu. They got a court to decide that Lulu should actually have full visitation right and a full custody of Charlotte. And despite one last ditch effort by Alexandra, I know she looks like Anna, maybe because she's played by the same actress as Anna. He's off to The Hague in the Netherlands. And then once he's gone, Anna comes back to town because it's just her job just to deliver him, and that's all that she's supposed to do. But he left this weird sort of video message for Charlotte, and it kind of threw Anna off. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen because he said that he'll be back to Charlotte, and Anna's like, you're never going to get out of jail. There's no way. And he's like, we'll just have to wait and see about that. So we'll see. Who knows? Right? That's for sure. Jason didn't play that much of a role, except he was listening to Sunny give him the goods on. They were kind of piecing, like Sunny was telling, they were just commiserating basically. Jason was telling Sunny about this whole Chimera nonsense, and Sunny was telling Jason about Ava's role in Morgan's death. So, that's really all that we saw from Jason this week. And then, let's see, who else is there? Julian Jerome got to hold his baby Scout because Sam left her with Alexis. And then Julian runs into Alexis, and Alexis says, you want to hold your granddaughter? So he held her, and that was, I mean, and then there was a nice scene between Lucy Coe and Scotty Baldwin where she ripped him to shreds in the police interrogation room. She's like, "What if it was Serena? What if instead of it being Sunny and Carly, it was me and Serena? It was you and me over Serena," and she was pissed because she thought she knew it all by thinking that they had started up their affair again. She didn't know anything about this placebo pill bullshit, so she was like, "Oh shit, oh my god, that's awful." And so she's pissed off at Scotty right now. So we'll see how that plays out. But all in all, it was a decent week for General Hospital. It's kind of weird that you can say, there wasn't really one overarching storyline, and because there really wasn't. Thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can also hashtag GH to talk General Hospital, or you can hashtag RHOP or Real Housewife Shit to talk the Real Housewives of Potomac, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.